सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. We have been witnessing the greatness of Śrīmad Rāmayanam as presented to us by Nārāyaṇa Bhaṭṭatiri. In his due course of explaining the quintessence of Rāmayanam, he has covered Balakandam, Ayodhya Kandam, Aranya Kandam, Kishkindha Kandam, Sundara Kandam. Now we are towards the Yuddha Kandam. In Yuddha Kandam, the commencement was very grand with the construction of the Setu, where Rama, along with the Vanara Sainyam, was able to cross the oceans through the Setu and reach Lanka Pradesham. What happened next? Kishaira Shantaropa Hrutagiri Nikaraihi Setumadhyapya Yato Nyamardhyadamshtra Nakashikari Shila Salashastre Swasainyaihi Vyakurvan Sanujastvam Samara Bhuviparam Vikramam Shakrajetra Vegam Naga Astra Baddhaha Patagapati Garun Marutai Mochito Bhuhu Yataha Lankam Adhapya Setum. After having constructed a beautiful Setu to Lanka, in fact, it is to this person who constructed the Setu to Lanka that Tyagaraja Swami pays his obeisances to. Vandanamo Raghunandana Setu Bandhana Bhatta Chandana Rama Vandanamo Raghunandana Setu Bandhana Bhatta Chandana. So, Lankam Adhapya Setum Ashantara Upahrita Giri Nikaraihi, with mountains brought from all quarters. Kishaihi Vyakurvan Paramam Vikramam. Those Vanaras were very, 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 very excited. At the same time, they brought all the mountains from different quarters because the Setu construction requires this. Paramam Vikramam. So, these Kishaihi are the Vanaras, they showed so much of prowess. Samara Bhuvi Amardya Yatuni. In the very battlefield, they brought all these stones so that just not for Setu construction. In the Yuddham, they can also use to crush the Rakshasas. Samara Bhuvi Amardya Yatuni Swasainyaihi Damshtra Nakha Shikhari Shila Sala Shastrehi Swasainyaihi. In your very army, hey Krishna, hey Guruvayurappa, in your Ramavataram, Swasainyaihi, in your Sainyam, Damshtra. What were the weapons that were used? Damshtra. teeth, Nakha, nails, claws, Shikhari Shila, the mountain peaks wherever you find those stones, Shikhari Shila, Sala Shastraihi, then small rocks and some parts of the trees, all this was used. So the Sainyam, Vanara Sainyam that Rama deployed did not use all sophisticated weapons like Agneyaastram, Varunastram, Manavastram, Pashupatastra, Narayanastram, nothing. They used Shila Sala Shastraihi. They just used all those materials which were available around them. Whereas when we come, see, in Srimad Ramayanam itself, towards the commencement, we would have seen Rama using Agneyaastram, Manavastram, obtaining various astras from Vishwamitra, using them in the Janasthana Yuddham, later using them against Ravana. But when we see the other people fight, especially the Vanaras, they don't use weapons. Whereas, let's shift our focus to Mahabharata. It is all about astras. There is a Naga Astram, there is a Pashupatastra, there is a Bhagadatta's Astra Prayogam, Nārāyaṇa Astra Prayogam. So you see more sophisticated weapons coming widespread. It is used in a large way in Mahabharata times. Here he says Swasainehi, Damshtra, Nakha, Shikharishila, Sala, Shastrihi. These were the weapons that were used. Tvam sa anujaha. So along with your brother, younger brother, Tvam sa anujaha, Nagastra baddha. So there was one particular astram which was shot that tied the both of you, which was Nagastram, Nagastra baddha, Shakra Jetra. Who released this astram towards you and your brother? Shakra Jetra, the one who won over Shakra, the one who won over Indrajit, used this astram against you. Shakra Jetra, Mochitaha, Abhuhu Vegat. Abhuhu Vegat. So, but you were released, both of you were released very soon. By whom? Patagapati Garut Marutaihi. Marutaihi Patagapati. He is the head of all birds called Garuda. Garuda came flying into that place and released all of you from that Nagastra Baddham. So Nagastra, those snakes which were tying all of you, started running and went into the holes of the ground the moment they saw Garuda coming into picture. So Garuda's presence, Vegodvera Suvelaha Kimidamitimito Mantrito Vanarendraihi Maya Manushya Abhipatati Haro. So Vedanta Deshika gets reminded of this particular incident and invokes Garuda's blessings in Garuda Panchashat. So Vegodvera Suvelaha Kimidamitimito Mantrito Vanarendraihi Maya Manushya. You have come as a normal human being, yet your Nityasuris never abandon you. Immediately Garuda came into picture. Patagapati Garut Marutaihi. Marutaihi Patagapati Garut. So he came flying and released you and your brother from Nagastra. But the beauty is, the Nagastra which had tied Rama and Lakshmana, which had tied Lakshmana, Lakshmana himself is believed to be an Avishya Avatara of Adisesha. So, Patagapati Garut Marutaihi. Next shloka is very interesting. Saumitristwatra Shakti Pakriti Galada Survata Janita Shaila Granat Prananupeto Vyakrunuta Kusritir Shlaghinam Meghanadam Mayakshobheshu Vaibhishana Vachana Kritastamphanaha Kumbhakarnam Sampraptam Kampitorvitala Makhila Chamobhakshinam Vyakshinostvam Sampraptam Kampitor Vitalam Akhila Chamobhakshinam Vyakshinostvam, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Here he continues the Yuddha Kandam in full force. Atra Saumitrihi tu. In that middle of that battle, when that battle was happening, Atra Saumitrihi tu, Saumitri, the son of Sumitra, Lakshmana, Shakti Prakriti Galat Asuhu, almost lost his life because he was struck by an astra called Shakti. Shakti Prakriti Galat. So this Shakti also features in Sri Mahabharatam when Karna aims Shakti as an astram, presented to him by Indra as a token of, appreciation in his gift of Kavacham and Kundalam to Indra. Indra gave Shakti. So this Shakti as an astram was shot by Karna towards Ghatotkacha, the son of Bhima. So that we see in Mahabharatam. Here it was being shot at Lakshmana. So Shakti Pakriti Galat Asuhu. But that Lakshmana who was struck by this particular astram, Prananu Upetaha, he got back his life. So he got back his life because Vataja Anita Shaila Granat. So when Lakshmana was lying unconscious, that is when Garuda Pandita came and said that you need 4 kinds of herbs that is required to rejuvenate all of them. What are those? Santanakarani, Vrishalyakarani, Sandhani, Mrita Sanjeevani. So these are all some of the herbs that will help cure fracture, with which you can remove the abrasion, so on and so forth, whatever bruises you've got. But all this is found in a certain Parvata, which is itself called Sanjeevani Parvata, which is very close to the Himalaya Shikharam. So somebody has to go and get there. So that is when, very close to Kailasha, very close to Himalayas, Pavanasunu, Vayusunu flies all the way there. Vataja Anita Shaila Granat. Anita Shaila Granat. Vataja Anita Shaila Granat. So that smell of the herbs that were brought by Hanuman, who was the very son of Vayusunu. So Vataja, Vayusunu, all this indicates that he has got the Amsha of Vayu in him. Anita Shaila Granat, the smell of the herbs. No medicines were prepared, just the smell brought back Prananu Upetaha, brought back the life of Lakshmana. Next he continues, Vyakrunuta Meghanadam. Now Lakshmana invokes the bhakti that he has towards Rama. He swears on Rama's name that if Rama has been a dharmatma throughout his life, and if my bhakti and trust and vishwasam in Rama is true in my life, let this astra go and kill Ravani. Ravani means the son of Ravana. So, Vyakrunuta Meghanadam Kusruti Shlaghinam, who was very boastful of all his magical arts. So that Meghanada was brought an end. Kusruti Shlaghinam Tvam Maya Kshobheshu, whenever affected by the magical powers of the Rakshasas. Whenever affected by the magical powers, because they were all having Maya Shakti. Then Vibhishana Vachana Krita Stambhanaha. Then Vibhishana was able to convince Rama and Lakshmana, do not get into this mesh of these magical powers created by my brother and other Rakshasas. They are very adept at it. They will always want to demotivate you, give you wrong information. These days we call it fake news. So this fake news they will keep peddling. They are all fake news peddlers. So be very careful of them. Vaibhishana vachana krita stambhanaha. And both your minds were freed because of this words of Vibhishana. Vyakshinoho Kumbhakarnam. Thereby you did kill even Kumbhakarna. So Meghanada Indrajit was killed and Kumbhakarna was killed. So Vyakshinoho Kumbhakarnam Sampraptam Kampitor Vitalam. When he walked on that battlefield, Kumbhakarna was no ordinary man. When he walked, there were tremors. When he walked, Sampraptam Kampitor Vitalam. The bhumi had tremors. That Kumbhakarna was vanquished by you in the battle. Akhila Chamu Bhakshinam. Who was this Kumbhakarna? One, he made tremors when he walked. Second, he was adept in eating all these Vanaras. So he ended up eating the Vanara Sainyam. So you wanted to bring an end to Kumbhakarna. So Kumbhakarna was killed. So was Indrajit. So all this of Yuddhakandam, the grandeur of Yuddhakandam, Bhaṭṭatiri, he is no less poet. He is a poet extraordinaire. He is able to convey the essence of so many incidents of over 4,000, 5,000 shlokas of Yuddhakandam in such a succinct fashion. That is Bhaṭṭatiri's classy style. So he conveys here. What happened after this? All that in the next episode.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण